Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, I want to talk to you about how to have recession and tax protection. It all comes down to timing and shifting and taking the advantages of windows of opportunity. You say, Chuck, what's the window? Well, right now, people are losing. And I think of Barb and Jess, who reached out and said, Chuck, it's like you talk about, we just keep losing. We're losing to inflation. We're losing to taxation. And we literally, Chuck, lost over $100,000 in the last 6 months. And folks, you're seeing it just like everybody else, because many of you have reached out on a regular basis from all around this country saying, oh my gosh, 700-point slide here, down 1,300 points over here, a 500-point nosedive over there. $9 trillion in counting has left the market. And when you've got the Congressional Budget Office itself saying that this Inflation Reduction Act that's packed in all these taxes, right, that you and I need to pay as taxpayers, and one I'm going to share with you is going to blow your mind. At the end of the day, folks, the only way to pay for all this drunken sailor spending is to tax you and I. Now, I'm going to give you a statistic that you probably aren't going to believe, but it's a true statistic. It comes from actually the Internal Revenue Source itself. Now, get this. According to the Internal Revenue Service, if your adjusted gross income is over $43,614, you're in the top 50% of taxpayers in the United States. And get this, folks, did you know that the top 50% of taxpayers pay over 97% of all the taxes? Now, look at what our Fed is doing to destroy our economy. Here you've got CNBC had a guest speaker billionaire investor on by the name of Barry Sturlich, who said, this is unspeakable calamities that are going to occur ahead if the Fed continues to hike rates. Well, folks, they're destined, and if Chairman Powell, the Fed chair, has come out and said, this isn't about, protecting the economic growth of the country. Our whole focus is reducing inflation. So where they think they're helping us, overall they're hurting us, and it's absolutely destroying people. So what did Barb and Jess learn to do? They were able to learn indexing. And this is where many of you said, Chuck, what can you do? How can you stop this losing? So if you want recession and tax protection, you want to stop this losing, and ironically take advantage of these big swings so that you're catching the up, but you're never catching the down. It's called indexing. I'll teach it this Tuesday at retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. It's a complimentary log on and learn educational webinar where I can teach you how to stop losing. And this is exactly what they did. And not only, right, did they have the goal of just stop losing, they want to be sure that they're able to retire with some dignity and have the income that they need. And not only do that, but get rid of these unnecessary taxes, because these taxes are obviously causing them to have to take out more when they're losing more, having to take out more, which unfortunately means there's less to leave. And they want to leave money to their kids and their grandchildren. And I want to teach you how you can not only live more, but leave more through indexing and taking advantage of what I'll share with you. And I'll leave you with this. We're at historically low tax rates. The time to take advantage of things is when the window of opportunity presents itself the best. Before tax rates go up, while tax rates are low, while balances are down, because sadly most people listening to this are down at least a quarter of everything they used to have 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 10 months ago. So while account values are down, while tax rates are down, and while the government's still allowing you to do Roth conversion, is the window of opportunity. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. And let me teach you how you can have recession and tax protection. Here's to your hidden wealth.